What up, Jay?
That what up G felt like solid.
Really? Because I am
Yeah.
not feeling solid today. That's
It,
great.
it was very mm, like uh like focused.
I do not feel focused, but that's great.
Well, you play it off real well.
Acting.
Acting, acting, actor. Episode 33. Here we are. Mercury went direct.
Yeah. We were just dancing just before we hit record.
Yep.
Yeah. Get
Getting,
into the
getting,
flow.
yep.
That's something that just cracked you up.
Yeah, so let's give them a little story of what we were talking about. So when I take supplements now, which I have been, right? My probiotic, enzymes, all sorts of things, but specifically those, uh, I've been saying these decrees such as I am safe to receive, or my body allows nourishment in this way, right? Like things like that. And it's to set up this loving experience in my body, ready to receive, right? Feeling safe to receive. And so I've been doing that daily. And today I just randomly was about to put it in my mouth and I go, Mwah! And then I take it. Obviously, I laughed for like 5 minutes straight. So I told you about that. And then you told me.
Yeah, I bring self-love to like the next level. Every once in a while, I'll just like kiss my shoulder. Just a little. Oh
We
God.
laughed about it for a while,
Yeah,
which is,
you turn really red.
yeah,
So,
I'm a bit pink still from that.
yep. Check on your single friends. We're getting weird.
So I need to check on you more. Is that what you're saying?
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
I've been
got it.
alone all weekend. Janina's in San Antonio, and I'm like doing the weirdest things. Okay. I was dancing and cooking, but that's not really weird. That's like normal territory, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I mean, kissing your shoulder, I love what you said. Like, it's a whole nother level of self-love. It's
yeah.
great.
And I started doing that when I should probably give some context as to why a weirdo would kiss their own
I
shoulder.
mean, you don't need to give context, but I support this.
Yeah, when so after the car accident happened, I got a nerve block and it really calmed down the nerve pain on the left side of the head and the shoulder. Um, and when it started to wear off, I had an immense amount of nerve pain going down my shoulder. And
Yeah.
so I was learning how to love my body even with extreme pain. And so I would just like, I got you.
That is
Right? Like that.
so cute.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
So now I still randomly do it, even though I'm not in shooting pain. So that's why I do it.
That's beautiful, dude. I love that.
Thanks.
It's interesting, as you were talking, my right ear got really, really itchy.
Okay. What is it telling you?
And something something that came through,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is yours, but it definitely feels like mine, um, is it relates to my dad, like the masculine side of me struggling to receive love, because you were talking about love
Yeah.
and not what else came through? It was like blocking love, which I've seen my dad do. Like if somebody says something loving, he'll go into he's been known to go into some shame. Not always, but that's been a pattern. So I was just noticing that. That's interesting. Hmm. Yeah. Do you relate to that, or is that just me?
Struggling to receive love sometimes. Yeah. sometimes sometimes it can feel really foreign.
Yeah.
Like actually having a support system in my life. I'm like, oh, this is what it's like.
Yeah.
this is healthy. This is what it's like. This is what it's like to receive support. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes it can feel foreign to receive love, and then other times not so much.
Mm.
So it depends on what's coming up for me, where I'm at, and but especially since I moved here, I allow myself to receive so much more. I allow myself to disarm
Mm.
so much more. I can still be guarded sometimes, but yeah, it's definitely different. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good. When you said that, I could feel like in my body, uh, like a settling, like a nice settling.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's such an interesting one because, and this has actually been a theme. So it's cool that we're talking about it. No coincidence there. Uh, Receiving. So, and the audience knows about my relationship with food. And something that has come up recently is so when I start becoming hypervigilant about food or um, fear around taking supplements or fear around eating certain foods, what I've discovered is that I mean, I've known this, but it hit like a deeper level of knowing, of awareness, which is one, it's a way to like control myself, control my environment, like feel some sort of sense of control. Um, but underneath that relates to when I was growing up, um, receiving was like combined with uh, conditions. So, you know, maybe my parents would give me something or provide something, right? And what would come along with it was fear. And then also was maybe later on, somebody would say, my mom or dad would say, well, I did this for you. So the whole like guilt thing or unconscious manipulation, because they're not
Right.
consciously, intentionally trying to manipulate. We usually aren't. Like there's people that do that, but within my family, it's not malicious. It's unconscious. We've just
Yeah,
learned
the
that
programming. Yeah.
exactly programming. And so what became like muddled into my relationship with food was this like, and I was saying this the other day to a friend, which is our body is a metaphor for our life. And so the way I have been engaging it with my body and with food and with supplements is a direct relation to how I engage with my life. Meaning, if I feel out of control or like, you know, like I don't feel some sort of agency, even though we always have agency. I have some sort of like limiting belief that I don't have my agency, right? Like unconsciously, I'm operating on that level. Then I'm gonna unconsciously grab onto something that allows me to feel some sort of sense of control and anchors me into my life out of fear,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And so seeing how like that can get triggered in me with my relationship with food and other things that are supportive for us, um it especially happens within change or transition, because in the past, in anybody's history, right, in my history, when certain changes happened, I felt out of control, or maybe it was traumatic in some way. And so then later on in my life, every transition or change that happens that's significant to me, or even on a daily level with food, for example, is gonna potentially, not always, but it may trigger that feeling from my history, that feeling of out of control and fear of, well, if I do this, am I going to receive something else that isn't comfortable or isn't loving, which was a thing in my family, right? So it becomes this metaphor for receiving generally in my life.
Mhm.
And it's a really powerful thing to notice. It can also, I felt overwhelmed in moments too, because I'm like, oh shit, like that thing that happened as a child then generalizes into all these different nuanced ways that is it's there's a reason for it because it's going to help me create more consciousness of my life, right? To see the fractals, the pieces that relate to each other in that way. And it's also sometimes scary and a lot. And like, holy shit, like I see this everywhere in my life in various ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in those moments, what helps me is to slow down and breathe and just feel what I'm feeling in that moment. Because for those who are neurodivergent, like us, who take in a lot when you're reflecting on things, we can overwhelm ourselves
Mhm.
and then we disconnect because it's so overwhelming,
Mhm.
right? I know I've been there plenty of times. Um, so yeah, just noticing like that connection in my life has been really, I mean, beyond words, really. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
No, what is it?
Okay. I might need to close my window.
I can't hear it.
Fine.
Is it a dog?
Fine.
You want me to pause?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so to continue. Thank you for your grace.
Yeah, for sure. It happens.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's something that's stood out to me, the receiving piece, right? And it came up because I want to shout out. Shout out Rowan. Um, my beautiful girlfriend. Uh so I've been helping her with an assignment and it's basically like doing mock sessions, like 10-minute sessions. And we did three and she's going to be a fantastic therapist because she helped me connect several things to this. And I was just like, holy shit. Like I didn't like I didn't think that this was going to be a real therapy session, but here we are. You
Yeah,
know.
that's great.
Yeah, it was great. She's so good already. Um so yeah, and I see it in our relationship too. Like obviously it's come up because yeah, an intimate relationship, there's that's like a central piece, like giving and receiving, right?
Mhm.
So that's also been a really good exploration with her too. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I've noticed about receiving.
Well, it's interesting, like as I'm listening, there's so much that is reflective within my own story about how transactional everything was growing up. And
Yeah.
again, it wasn't this malicious thing.
Right.
Sometimes that could be a little bit questionable, but for the most part, it really was just a programming. And to one, to recognize it and then to unlearn it. So, where are you with the unlearning phase? Do you feel like you've arrived at this solid space, or do you feel like you're still?
Yeah, I'm still in it. Um, it's been pulling off the layers to it, and not just the layers, but like the level of awarenesses, which, first it starts at an intellectual level. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't make that connection, right? And that's where we tend to go first. Not always. Sometimes it comes from the bottom up, which is our body, and our body tells us the connection, but there's a tendency to go more towards intellect first for us in our society, right? And for me too. I mean, my chart ruler is Mercury, so it's bound to happen. That awareness, there's been a lot of understanding within the realm of intellect, but then to actually apply what you're understanding in these new awarenesses, applying it means going into the body and having an experience with the body,
Yeah.
that experiential learning of, oh, this is how I feel when I think about my relationship with receiving in my body. Oh, I feel these energetic blocks, or I feel this flow of energy when I'm in the context of a relationship or a friendship, and I'm like hearing, hearing you speak to me in loving ways, and then I feel it in my body. I'm like, oh, yeah, that I'm actually like receiving that. That feels really good and nourishing.
Mhm.
Um, and I would say that, like, again, going back to growth isn't linear. There's
Right.
there's ebbs and flows with it, but um, for me, with the whole like receiving piece, I would say that I'm in a place of intentionally receiving, and then noticing when either resistance comes up, or I mean, I guess that's mainly it, resistance coming up, of like retreating into myself and not receiving, or like believing, maybe there's a belief that comes up that I'm not worthy of receiving. And
Yeah.
so there's this like exploration of that experientially as I've been eating, like eating my meals, for example, right? Like, I ate things on Thanksgiving that I don't typically eat. And initially there was some fear that came up,
Oh, yeah.
right? So the way that I work with that is I take my digestive enzyme, I bless it, I thank it, and then if fear comes up during the meal, I say to myself, whether internally or out loud, yo, fear, I touch and I stay. And then I breathe and I keep eating. And if fear comes up, I'll do it again. And I'll say, oh, this food is like nourishing me. I digest with ease, right? So I'm being very intentional with allowing myself to receive.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's been a huge piece of work for me. And then in other ways, right? Like I'm shifting my work, and I'm going to slowly transition out of individual therapy into group work and doing couples therapy. So another piece of this, I believe, is trusting what you're choosing,
Yes. Yeah.
right? Oh, I'm choosing to do this because it energizes me and it feeds me in a way. And I am going to trust that and follow through on that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna look for houses to rent, and not go back on my word of following through on that, because that's been a thing for me in the past of I start taking these little steps, and then I go back into my comfort zone, which no judgment to that either. Like, again, linear, it's not linear. It's a ebb and flow.
Mhm.
Um, which again, shout out Janine, because she's been fantastic with finding houses.
That's great.
So yeah, those are some examples of what I've noticed in how to approach it, how to like make it actionable,
Yeah.
not just, oh, I'm gonna love myself and I'm gonna receive, like not just saying those things, but actually like putting it into action.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? Where are you at with the receiving? What's like, yeah, tell me about your experience in that. Oh, she just did a big sigh.
Yes. So sometimes I'm in a really balanced flow. For instance, like cooking a meal
Mm-hmm.
and I'm infusing it with so much love. I'm playing music, I'm dancing around in the kitchen, of course.
Yeah, of
I'm,
course.
you know, raising the vibration
Mm-hmm.
because I'm cooking with love. And then I'm allowing myself to receive what I've just cooked for myself. So it's that masculine feminine balance of,
Yeah.
okay, this is truly wholeness. When it comes to mm, I would say like this year I've really struggled. This year has been really tough. I've really been like stressed out on like a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And it's been really difficult for me to get into the flow of cooking and giving and receiving for myself. You know, I haven't been working out consistently, and that I have a tendency to shame myself because I haven't been in a gym practice. And I know that it helps me mentally, physically, spiritually, like all of the things. And
Yeah.
then I'm like shaming myself because I don't have the energy to go and do it. And then
Mm.
I'm like, okay, that's not helpful. So I'm working on that.
Yeah.
When it comes to other people,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to experience this because this is, I ended celibacy um, and started seeing somebody this year, and that was a difficult dynamic in general.
Mm-hmm.
um, I noticed that I really pulled back just to like make sure that this person giving things or giving energy or like giving in general, I pulled back to like observe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are your gifts going to be conditional?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
is there a level of expectation somewhere in here? And it's not that I was fishing, I was just observing,
Yeah.
like genuinely, like
Mm-hmm.
not only because of like the past romantic relationships that I've had, but also family programming that I've had. Is there some level of condition, expectation here somewhere at all?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
whenever I would find it, it's like, oh, okay, you're showing that's the truth right there. So whatever you just gave,
Mm-hmm.
you were expecting something.
Yeah.
And then there's like this like level of disappointment and I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
okay. It's not, but again, it's not that I was looking for it.
Right.
I was just observing. And so with friendships, I will go through an ebb and a flow of just pulling back my energy because I'm like, are these people for real? Are these people still in my life? Are these people like genuinely like interested and
Yeah.
genuinely like love me and care for me and like okay. It's not it's 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 not withholding. It's more of like a self-protective thing. I can't explain to you how often I have had friends just be like, peace
Hmm.
out.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
it hasn't been until I moved here that suddenly I'm like, oh, these people genuinely, unconditionally just
Yeah.
love me for who I am. And
Yeah.
so it's a total reprogramming. It's a total like, oh, this is what support is. This is what love is. This is what friendship is. This is what a healthy dynamic is. Like
Yeah.
I have been doing personal development and working on myself like for a really long time. And then when it shows up in my actual field in the world, then I'm like, oh, this is it. Like, and it's not that I'm pushing it away because it's unfamiliar. It's like, okay, just allow yourself to receive at the capacity that you can receive.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a very strange existence in this world. Um, to basically go through most of your life and not have like legitimate concrete like friendships. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been and I look out and I'm like, well, how are they doing it? Well, why did they well, wait a minute. Is it because they're an
Yeah.
extrovert or is it because and I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. So you like assess like what is it that's happening?
Yeah, and I take a look and I'm like, but again, it's that glorious pressure cooker that I think that I signed up for in my soul contracts of like, it gave me the opportunity to keep going back in
Hmm.
and unwinding or
Yep.
reshifting or learning to grow or learning to trust
Yeah.
so that by the time that like somebody that like my people have finally like shown up, now I'm like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That those experiences, those disappointing or difficult, painful experiences have helped you develop that inside of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't talk about it with like an air of victim.
Right. Yeah.
I talk about it in the sense of like, what a gift, because I really got to hone in on certain things. That way, by the time it did show up in my world, I could receive. I
Mhm.
was allowing myself to receive it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good, dude. I can see that. And that feels very North Node Aries with seventh house. That like
Yeah.
that independence, but like there's like the partnership independence
Right. Right.
uh spectrum and having balance in both.
Yeah.
Yeah. And having to like choosing to go through those experiences because your soul was like, yeah, I want to understand on a very deep level balance in relationships.
But also, what the fuck?
I mean, human response, no doubt. Yeah.
Yes. The like I was just thinking like, am I really just like maybe I'm not meant to have kids. Like maybe I'm just supposed to be single and I'm going to be the weird dog lady.
No,
I know that that's not meant to be a thing. But like that was a human
I
thought
get
the other
that.
day,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's
I was
real.
like, bro, I've been single for how long? And then, okay. And now I'm single again and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But I also know that it's that pattern, it's that holding space of like, okay, by the time it does come into my life, I will be fully ready to receive. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Um, and I was just thinking like, and even if you aren't fully ready to receive, that relationship will support it.
Right. I know that I know that my future partner is going to have a level of patience,
Mhm.
like loving kindness,
Mhm.
because that's what I'm embodying. And I
Right.
know that that's what I'm attracting. And so,
Yes,
yeah. Mhm.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I also was thinking when you were talking about friendships, I was like, how are we doing? How are
You
you?
and me?
Yeah. How are you feeling about our friendship?
So grateful.
Yeah. Hmm.
So grateful. I know the last couple of weeks there's been more space,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean that that means lack.
Right. Yeah.
Because when we do connect, it is so rich. And yeah, I
Yeah.
know that like with your retreat combined with you and Rowan getting back together, I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you understanding it. And, I think I have felt uh like oh, I'm not talking to her as much. There's been like it's not guilt, it's like I think it's like a signal in my system of like, hey, make sure that, you're still like pouring into important friendships
Mhm,
and letting your friends know that like you really value them.
mhm,
Yeah. Yeah, because I know that I haven't been as um vocal or as available in some ways as I have been in the past. So I recognize that and yeah, I value you so much and it has nothing to do with that. And also I would understand if you had feelings about it too.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's been a little bit of sadness about it, but it's not like, but I know that you and I are both sort of diving into our professional development in different ways so that we can come back to North Node with
Yeah.
more well-rounded depth.
Hmm.
And we're both doing that in very different ways. Um,
True.
yeah. And um, I was going to say something else and I forget.
That's okay.
I love my brain. Um,
That's a good point. Yeah, I can see that for sure. And that like the place that I really want to move towards is North Node with you.
Same.
Yeah, like that's like if I could snap my fingers and be there right now,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
So the way that, I mean, I haven't talked to you about this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. The way that I've been describing it is when I talk about it, I say my best friend and business partner, Liz, she's a psychologist, and so she helps people work through their traumatic experiences,
Mhm.
and then I help you move forward. So we're
Yes.
covering
Yeah.
past,
Uh-huh.
present, and future
Yeah.
for our clients.
Yes.
And yeah, I know that we're both so committed to this. And it's only a matter of time before all of this work begins to really start like showing,
Yeah.
um, that we're gaining traction. And so I'm not worried. Um, what can be a fine line with working with your best friend is that um, we're solely only meeting for business purposes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to remember that we're also friends is
Hmm.
important too.
That's
But
true.
also I've been grieving, and grief of a major family member is not like, oh, 1 week and you're good.
No, definitely not.
Right? Like, oh, 2 weeks, you should be good. You're good now, right? It's like, no.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I'm glad we're talking about it. This is really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you're right. Like, when the time is right, going for dinner and just hanging out,
Mhm.
you know, going to some sort of show, right? Like, which, oh, dude, there's this like concert thing. It's like it's instrumental concert, and I'm gonna send you it. It's
A candlelight?
Candlelight, yeah. The Wizard of Oz instrumental. That would be so fun to watch. I don't know if you're into that, but
I don't know about the Wizard of Oz, but yeah, we can. I That's been on my radar for like over a year. So yeah,
nice. Okay, we'll figure out something that we both like and go to it.
great.
Yeah, love that. Yeah, because I've heard that it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. What else?
we just had a big holiday.
We did. We had Thanksgiving. Also, Mercury went direct today. So there's that,
Hmm. I'm ready.
right? It's great. Yeah. Um, so Thanksgiving, shall we get into it?
Yeah. How was it for you?
It was good. So I had a family Thanksgiving at my sister's. Shout out Tam. Thank you for hosting. Um, and there was like some extended family on our side, and then also my sister's husband, his family, extended family came too. And yeah, it was really nice. I did miss my older brother, Jeremy, and his wife, Anne. Uh, they were working, unfortunately, so we didn't get to see them. Um, but yeah, it was really good. We didn't talk about politics or anything like controversial, which is good.
Was
Uh, yeah, it was very like peaceful, like nice, fun. I played with my sister's kids a lot, and um, yeah, it was nice. And then I went to a Friendsgiving, and that was also really nice. It was pretty intimate, only eight of us there, and we sat and hung out and chatted, and then we played a couple of games. Which, dude, have you played Fishbowl?
I don't think so.
It's so much fun. It's like we did four different rounds, and each round you there we were two teams, and basically each person wrote down a word on a piece of paper and folded the piece of paper, and we put it in a bowl. And it needs to be like a noun or like an adjective and a noun or anything that you can like guess. It's like there's like a charades round. There's like a, like a one, you can only say one word to have your team guess the thing. And that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I fucking loved it.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was great. Yeah, it was just a lot of like socializing and connecting and eating some good food and um yeah, I think the I was telling I was telling Rowan about this is that like at every family gathering, my some of my family will just talk about like food and how they have digestive issues.
Mhm.
Like that's a given conversation.
Huh?
And so this time around, I was just listening and not absorbing it. That was the other thing that I noticed. It's like receiving also has this component of discerning what to receive,
Yeah.
right? Not receiving everything and
Yeah.
internalizing everything. Um,
Great.
so I was putting action into that too and noticing, oh, I'm not going to receive what they're saying right now. And it was great. And I could still listen and be present and not avoid, like I don't need to avoid them. But I don't have to take it on as my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. How about you? How was yours?
I went to a steakhouse.
Nice. No
Yeah.
cooking required.
No, no cleaning. I didn't want to do anything. I was totally okay with just like relaxing at home, going to bed early. I mean, I still got to go to bed early, but
Nice. That's awesome.
yeah, it was a really nice dinner. Janine and I went out with her boyfriend, and so uh, they brought the dogs, and we sat outside on the patio, and so it was just like this
Cool.
chill evening. Holidays are tough for me, and so I'm determined to carve out and make the holiday experience what I want it to be
Yeah.
and surround myself with the people who I know are loving and supportive
Hmm.
and remove any obligation out of it.
Yeah.
Because any obligation then goes back to conditions and expectations, and I'm not about continuing in those patterns.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just last year was, kickstarting off a Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday season that was like really very different than what I'm used to. And this year it was slightly more low key, but still a good experience. Yeah.
Nice. That's great discernment too of like, what do I actually want for my holiday experience? I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do.
Yeah, and it's not that there was a lot that I didn't want to do because I did. I
Yeah.
wanted to. I'm grateful that I was like the invitations were extended to me through multiple different avenues, which was beautiful,
Mhm.
and I was grateful to receive those invitations. Um, uh, but yeah, to also to listen to my body and to like listen to my needs, plus my emotional state. Where am I? Um, that week, the my work was putting up their Christmas tree.
Mhm.
And Christmas is always a great, fun filled, happy adventure. So, yeah, there was this massive spike of anxiety
Mhm.
that just went through my nervous system. And then I was able to breathe through it and relax through it. And then by the time that they were done setting up the Christmas tree, like I was good. I was in a good space. Whereas last year when they started setting up the tree, I was like on the verge of a panic attack through the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. What does that bring up in you?
Um, let's see. What does it bring up? I mean, like in my physical body or in my memory space?
Both.
Both. In my physical body, it's like a lot of tension. I get into fight or flight mode. Um,
Mhm.
combined with like there's a lot of sadness.
Yeah.
Just growing up, Christmas was never fun
Mm.
ever. My father was in and out of jail a lot, and it stressed the hell out of my mom, understandably.
Yeah.
And also, the job that she had um, made it incredibly stressful.
Mm.
And then as I became an adult, like again, I was determined to change and make happy memories around Christmas. And then I married somebody who like refused to celebrate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, we broke up right before Christmas. And then I was dating somebody after the divorce and again determined to like no, make happy memories regarding Christmas, but then there was no effort to see me during the holidays. And, you know, you and I both know the story of that, and that's
Yeah.
where I'm going to leave it.
Yeah.
Um, there's just consistently been a lot of letdown around the holidays to the point where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Everybody else is celebrating. That's beautiful. Have fun. And now I'm like determined to re steer it. To determined to recreate something that is happy and meaningful. And I know that when I have kids, I'm going to make it incredibly fun and magical. And whatever's going on with me personal, like I will compartmentalize that,
Mm, yeah.
create something magical and happy for my kids.
Mm, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Mhm.
Huh. Yeah, I get that. There's the like the things that come up from your history, like associations with the holiday.
Mhm.
And I was just thinking about how like Saturn moved out of Pisces and into Aries.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know if it has yet. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. It's supposed to. I I don't remember when, but um the your the forecast for your rising sign was something about um you're moving into the seventh house.
Mhm.
And when I listened to it, I was like, oh, she's gonna find a partner. There's gonna be a partner thing. Because I just moved out, like I'm moving in my eighth house. I was just in my seventh.
Yeah.
And I was working through some stuff with partnership, and now here I am in this like beautiful, loving
Yeah.
relationship. And so yeah, I was just thinking about that because you were mentioning having kids, and I was like, oh, there's gonna be somebody special pretty
Coming in.
soon. Yeah.
Yeah, the energy surrounding that, like it feels different
Mm.
combined with a lot of the astrology readings that have been coming up. It's like Leo, Libra rising, like you're going to be moving into a brand new relationship. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Like, I'm not going to get attached to it. I'm just going to be like,
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
sounds
Observe,
great.
observe, and yeah, call in what you desire.
It's
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, that's gonna happen. Could see it.
cool. Here we go.
Then we'll go on double dates.
hmm hmm
Uh-huh. Yeah. Um, anything else that you wanted to say about the holidays?
Um, everybody breathe.
Yes.
Everybody breathe.
Yes.
It's
Reach
like
out. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
it's like um I'm witnessing so like the aftermath of procrastination. Like people get so stressed out because oh my God, I didn't get this person a gift. Oh my God, I didn't get this It's like if we would just every month get a gift. Just one gift.
I like that idea.
January, this person gets a gift. February, this person and wrap it and store it.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of
Yeah.
last minute. Like try to prep in advance. Do your nervous system a favor. It doesn't have to be this whole stressed out thing. And if you forget somebody, then you forget somebody and it's okay. Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yeah. Everybody breathe.
Everybody breathe. And everybody, like, if you feel like you don't really have people around you or people like family that you want to go to or um things like that, like create your own chosen family. Like
Yeah.
host something, like create that connection or reach out to people and be like, man, I really want to connect with you. Like, can we go to dinner? Like, do things that really add to your life. We don't have to stay stuck in like whatever narrative that feels really stuck. Yeah.
Yes.
And also, if you do get stuck, have compassion for yourself.
Mhm.
Like, be
Mhm.
gentle with yourself. Like it's already hard being human.
Mhm.
Let's see if we can like decrease the suffering and increase the love, increase the compassion.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking about. Um, and then next episode, we're gonna have Mickey Graham on, and that's gonna be a fun conversation. I don't fully know what it's gonna be about yet, but she's an inspirational speaker. And I went to the retreat, like she was there
Mhm.
and we had the experience together. And so we'll probably be talking about that a little bit. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited for having her on the podcast.
Mhm.
Mhm. And then Joyful Motherfuckers was such a fun episode. So shout out to them. That was one of my favorite episodes to record.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really good. They're
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah.
They're putting on their first event December 17th in Austin called Vino and Vision.
Mhm.
And so go check out their website. It's on our YouTube channel under the episode that has them on it. So episode 32. So the one right before this. And yeah, it's a Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. We'll be there. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Check that out. And what else, Lindsay? What else do we want to shout out or slowly hint at?
I don't know.
Um, well, December 21st, Dave Dangle is going to be on the podcast.
Great.
The the king of body language technique. That's what I'm going to call him.
Great.
He'll be on. That's also going to be a really fun conversation. And in terms of workshops, we don't have anything scheduled yet. My guess is that we're probably going to wait until the new year,
Okay.
or maybe like mid-December. We'll discuss that.
Okay. Great.
And then if you're in the Central Texas area, Buda, Kyle, Austin, New Braunfels, um, I am doing a experiential therapy group Wednesday nights, 6:30 to 8:30. It's going to be weekly in person. Um, I will take health insurance, but out of pocket is $75. And so I'm going to be using all sorts of like experiential modalities, movement, somatic stuff, um, therapeutic theater stuff, and guided imagery, meditation, all the whole thing, the whole gamut of experiential stuff. So really excited for that. That starts this coming Wednesday, December 3rd. So yeah, DM us if you're interested, and we'll let y'all know when we're gonna do another North Node workshop.
Mhm.
And then, this next year we have I mean, we're partnered with Joyful Motherfuckers, the Heart Space Collective.
Mhm.
Who else can we partner with? Because we're all about that. Listen, North Node Aries with seventh house, that's all about partnerships. So if you're interested in partnering with us or
Mhm.
sponsoring our podcast, like we are so welcome to that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'm done with shout outs and events. Lindsay, do you have anything else to say?
Nope.
Great. Well, another awesome episode in the books. And much love to everybody. Be safe on this like holiday season. Take care of yourself. Hydrate. Eat good food. And we love you all, and we'll see you next episode. Bye.
Bye.